Good afternoon, Ramonte here with a quick video update. Been a while, been busy, but real quick, not gonna be long-winded. This track piece you're looking at, let me cover this light so you can see. So I had to replace this, I replaced it actually New Year's Day. I think I was working on this because a couple months ago I ripped the track up when ripped the corner piece off when had the bridge up. Still trying to figure out how I did it, but I did it. And in the process of fixing that railer, putting that in place, this panel here was sitting on top of the lip bridge. It slid down when I went to lift it up. And guess what, folks? I created another problem. I ripped up this track here, which means that has to be replaced also because the ballast, well, first of all, the track is actually ripped out of the spikes that's holding it down. Not to mention it's actually ripped up, so there's ballast underneath of the tires. So it has to all be redone again. So I fixed one problem just to create another one. So that's how my year been going. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is thinking about putting a bypass switch somewhere along the panel here, just in case. If I have the bridge up and I need to run power to the end of this lift bridge, I can have some power, which I normally wouldn't have the need to do, but you never know. So that's why I'm going to put that bypass switch in just in case that need comes about. So the other thing I've been picking up, I have some switch machines, been picking up more because my goal this year is to finish up the switch machines. I've been like really dragging my feet with them. So I picked up one, but I have probably like another 10 in the bins. And then also, this is a new item for me, the Walthers switch machines. I haven't heard anything negative or positive about them. So I guess it's going to be a trial by error thing here. I got two. I'm just going to experiment with those. I haven't really figured out where they're going to go. Got some LED lights. I think they the overhead door lights. Got 2 sets of those. Picked up 2 sets of African containers. Now, all this junk in this box came like between Christmas and New Year's Day. So it's not actually new. Just stuff I haven't got around to, wheel sets. So I picked up 2. I already installed the other wheel set on a particular car that I wanted. On the package it said one, well, when I was ordering it said 1 pair, and I wasn't sure 1 pair meant 1 set of trucks or 2 sets of trucks. So I bought 2 just to be on the safe side. And unfortunately each pack came with 2. I only needed 2 for the car that I'm doing. I didn't need 2 sets of wheels, but like I said, I wasn't sure, so I wanted to be on the safe side. Got some log racks. I got a log car or flat car that I'm going to put these racks on. Crazy thing is I can't even find a flat car that I had intended to put these on. So they'll pop up somewhere sooner or later. And more vehicles. So sorry about that. Got this Volkswagen Beetle. When I was a kid, I had a name for everything, and these I used to call them putt-putt cars when I was younger. And if you ever heard one back in the day, and you know it had its own unique sound, I guess that's why I gave it that name. Picked up a boat. This is pretty cool. I was thinking about getting 2, but one's enough. Got this old moving truck. I got a nice spot for it. I just didn't take it out the package yet. And I got this Chevy Caprice. I believe my dad had one of these, or Country Swire. It might, maybe, what is it? What does it say on the box? No, it's actually a Ford LTD wagon. I know my dad, I think he did have a Country Swire, which was similar to the same thing, but it was a Chevy wagon. This here, I don't know if anybody's from the 80s era like me. It was a show called The Fall Guy, and that's where this truck came from. Well, this is a truck from the show. It actually comes on Thursday or Friday. I think I catch it every once in a while if I'm home. Yeah, Fall Guy with Lee Majors. It was a show. It aired in the 80s, mid-80s, I guess. It was a pretty good show. I mean, it wasn't the greatest show, but it was a good show. So I also picked up two engines. They both pretty much came right around the New Year's. The Santa Fe, that's a Rapido C30-7, and the Southern Pacific is an Atlas 8-40B. Both had sound. Well, the Rapido, I actually put a decoder in my. I put a Soundtrax decoder in it. Overall, they're good engines. I'm not really too thrilled about the Atlas because I knew they wasn't going to do the light package for this, but I kind of figured that maybe the beacon would be independent from the headlights and the number boards, but it's all on one sequence, so you can't control. If you turn on the lights, you get everything. So there's no just headlights or just number boards or beacon. It's all in one sequence, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to fire that up, and then behind that is a few pieces of rolling stock that I picked up over the last couple of weeks prior to now. Yeah, so this is the newest rolling stock. Most of it came at the end of the year, like I said, up until New Year's. That I started the weathering process. Put some defeat tags on both sides. Water the trucks. So there's a couple more steps yet for that. And the reefer, I think that was the last one I picked up. And that's pretty much it for me as far as rolling stock. And also I've been doing a lot of weathering stuff. So these tankers, they both Atkins. That one there is a blue box, and this is one of the later versions. I started to weather it. I haven't really finished it yet. The only thing with that one, I'm thinking the trucks might be a little too rusty, so I'm gonna probably tone that down a little bit. That's just my opinion. I think they look a little too rusty. So I'm going to tone it down, see what happens. But like I said, I just pretty much got started with the weathering, so they're not really quite done. So I had also picked up, these are lumber loads for the Walthers, what you call them cars? The lumber, well, I can't even think what I'm trying to say. Well, basically, lumber loads for flat cars that Walthers put out. In my mind, I got a brain freeze right now. But I picked up two, but what I was thinking when I ordered the one, I came up with this idea of doing these quick lumber loads for boxcars. And since I got a good deal on both of them, what I did, well, that's half of that. Half of the one I started with, but this is what I did. Cut that down. You don't need the whole thing because you only just want to see some of it that's blocking the door. So that's what I did with that. And I got some left over, and I put the rest in another. I think pretty much this whole piece will fit in a 50-footer. But the only catch is I tried a regular boxcar and it was too tall. So basically, like, that's a high cube, so it fit in there perfect. So I got to find another high cube boxcar that I could put that load in. Just some simple ideas I came up with. And last but not least, this little guy here, I had it for a while. I plan on decaling it up real good. I got all the decals, I just haven't got around to it. So that's on a bucket list to be done soon. I guess my only issue and problem is I'm not home long enough to do anything, and I'm pretty much a weekend warrior. So that's why for me, progress can be very, very slow, but it's coming. Bye for now. Till next time, I'll see you later. I won't talk about Amherst in this one, but it will be in the next one. So, good night and bye for now. It's Ryan Mateg at the Southwest Railroad.